2, 3. What's going on? Hold on. All right. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. Can y'all hear me? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all go ahead, hit that like button. Like, your look, like, share, subscribe. Got some notes, man. What a day! What a day! What a day! What's going on? See, I need to get me a mouse. What up, AL Sterling? What's going on? I'm going to touch on some things. I am on the internet. I thought. I'm going to touch on some things. I'm going to touch on some things. What's up, Willie? So you see my title. How did Ann Donnelly come up with that today? Y'all see my title. All right, good. I get to see it both ways now. How did Ann Donnelly come up with it today? Whoa, wait. Yes, sir. So can y'all hear me? Put a yes in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a no in the chat if you can't. What up, Shay Shay? All right. So I'm gonna start with earlier because people want to go live and start putting. Not going live, but putting posts up. I've never seen obsession with Dana J to this magnitude. If you're obsessed with me, just say it. Just say it. It's okay. Because if I was you, I would be obsessed with Dana J too. Mm-hmm. I really would. So let's get some things in check. I didn't see my live earlier, so there was some lies put in my chat, and I'm gonna go here. One thing I don't do. And this year is backstabbing, backbiting ass people. I'm not gonna lie on you. I'm not gonna lie on you at all. And I'm not gonna make up nothing. If an event happened, it happened. So let me get these words correct. Because I don't want to put nothing in nobody's mouth. And I don't want to, misquote nobody. I want to say exactly. I want to say exactly what it is. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Here you go. So I was on my live earlier, and when I came out the courthouse, y'all seen me hug a person. That was Janet. Janet tried to get loud. I was like, yo, what are you talking about? But then when she mentioned Rainbowski, I clearly said, fuck the Boski. And I meant that shit. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind. I don't know who you are. So her and Lady G was there. Lady G ain't saying nothing to me. I ain't saying nothing to her. But I seen Sean off to a fall. Sean and hers off to a fall. And I ain't pay that shit no attention. So as Janet getting loud, I walks off. And then I stopped. And then Blade and was like, yo, why you giving them any more attention? And I was like, nah, because Janet was cool with me. So I thought. So as me and Janet talking, Janet starts saying, why did you get the Boski locked up? Why did you get the Boski locked up? And I said, yo, why is you loud? And then I said, on some real shit, fuck the Boski. And she was like, no. Free the Boski, free the Boski, free the Boski. Lock up the bozo, lock up the bozo. Oh, you following Levi. I'm not following nobody. I have my own mind. And like I said, when he did what he did when it came to my kids, fuck him. It's off limits. Even when me and the little stalker over there, or the little white stalker, even when me and her was beefing, I ain't call her kid father. I ain't call her kids. I ain't dox her kids. I ain't do none of that. So I guess because they fuck with a person, I supposed to fuck with them. No. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. So what killed me was I'm walking over to the normal restaurant that I go to, and I see Sean like tailing me, but he don't say nothing. So I go in and I say, hey, look, I'm trying to, get a table. And the guy said, yeah, you can sit anywhere you want. And I said, well, I want to order the big, chicken tray. And he told me it'd be 30 minutes. I said, oh, nah, I'm out. So I'm walking back over, and I notice Sean coming over. And I'm just like, why this nigga tailing my every move and I ain't saying shit? So I stopped and I was like, should I say something to this nigga or what? So at that time, I walk into Blade and I walk into Diva. So they was like, Dana, stop giving them people your energy, but that's all they want is your energy. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So we walking, and Diva was like, yo, Lady G said Sean was coming to fight you or something. Yo, if a person is coming to fight somebody, they're gonna make it known. They're gonna say something. So after we get from eating lunch and come back into the goddamn courthouse, Sean is in line with Lisa, Cassandra, and I believe it was Dottie. And then he turned around and said, no, it wasn't Dottie, it was Lisa and Cassandra. And he gonna turn around and say, oh, Dana, you gonna get yours today. I said, huh? He said, oh, you gonna get yours today. But I said, yo, I'll be waiting. So after the sentencing was over, I went outside with Diva and them for a little bit, and we sat outside for a minute. I seen all the women out there coming out. I said, yo, it ain't no need for me to be out here because I see the bait switch. So what I did was I came to my hotel room. I went and got me something to eat. Came to my hotel room. I'm looking over these notes. But I can't help to notice that people texting me saying this lady who used to be in love with me, and I ain't gonna lie, I was liking her. She just keep posting my pictures. Like, once again, if you don't like somebody, if you don't fuck with them, why is you posting their pictures? And you 4 weeks from having a baby? But you want to fuck with somebody. So at the end of the day, I seen where Marshall said, you look like an Easter bunny. Those pants cost more than your wardrobe. Those shoes cost more than your mama's wardrobe. That tie costs more than anything that you ever had. The problem is I can dress. I can put it together. Oh no, Dana, but you had a lower tie. I tied it like that. Actually, if you want to see the tie, it's a full tie. It's a full tie. What you dummies don't know is a verse 9 tie. You go price it. What your dummies don't know is that when you know fashion, you know how to tie your own shit. That's my trademark. So me hanging around the courthouse would have been me asking to go to jail. What am I going to jail for? Now, if a certain person would have been in the day, all hell would have broke loose and I would have went to jail. At the end of the day, here's the point. Y'all are so engulfed with me and the things that I know and the people that I don't know and the people that you want to know that you can't help but to live your life off of me. Y'all mad because I'm not falling into your traps. Technically, Sean was hoping I swing on him in the courthouse. I ain't stupid. I seen it. Miss Shirley, it's different from just ignoring when somebody try to walk up on you. But they never walk up on you, if you know what I'm saying. You hiding behind trees, literally hiding behind trees. Like this. Watching me and Janet talk. And every time I say fuck the Bolski, y'all get mad. Which lead me to believe that y'all must have had something going on and I must have put a monkey wrench in y'all shit. But I got a question. Why wasn't none of y'all that mad when Dabolski was trying to put fake sexual assault charges on me via a female that know that she was never raped? Now it's gonna go quiet. If y'all saying, oh, that's not right. Well, where was the outrage when that wasn't right? And I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say this, Janet. I'm gonna read your messages, okay? This is why I don't fuck with people, yo. People that I beef with from the jump, this is why I never fuck with them. Janet said, stop lying with your evil ass. Everything that the Bolski said about you was true. We feed you, bum. Wait a minute, huh? When? Let's get some stuff straight, Janet. And I wish I would have seen this because I would have went live and corrected you then. Yo, You knew I always had my own bread. And the last time that we was there, you was like, no, brother, don't worry about it. You my brother, I'll pay, I'll pay. I was always told to, somebody keep offering, and you let them go in, and, run them up on that offer. So how am I a bum, Janet? Did you forget what you just texted me not too long ago? This is why I can't fuck with y'all. Because you just destroyed the enterprise yourself a couple days ago. Your word, matter of fact, let me get your words corrected. This is why I say I can't fuck with you, man. I'll never fuck with you again. Your words were, hold on. I want to make sure this is the right shit. Okay. You said, hey, bro, this Janet, my new number. Bro, don't nobody has my new number but you and Glenda. Bro, I'm coming to you. Leave Glenda out this BS, please. She was out with me last night. The other dirty prize you can go after, but leave her out your mess. And I told her to leave you alone. If you're alive, if your live got struck, it was one of them. I'm heading to work now. Stop feeding into this stuff on the net. I said, I need to talk to you. I will explain it all. I wasn't after her, but she came after me trying to impress Dumbo. But I got you. One thing I'm not going to do is cat. So you sitting out there trying to play 50, that's not going to work. That's why I say what I say. Then you out there capping, talking about, oh, Sean Harris, my brother. Sean Harris, my brother. Man, I don't care who you related to. I ain't have an issue with you. Evidently, you tried to have an issue with me in front of the cameras, and I'm not going to do that. But I get it. My thing is, that part right there, and Miss Shirley, if that would have been me locked up, they would have been having a party. They would have been having a party. They wouldn't have gave a fuck how nobody in the Dream Team felt. So guess what? Am I supposed to care how any of them people feel? What happened happens. In war, there's no rules. Just like when my live got struck, I know it ain't had nothing to do with the Enterprise or Dumbo. But he took ownership. So guess what? I returned the motherfucking favor. And if you don't like it, fuck it. But I will say this. I was told today that today is my day. Well, my clothes will change. I'm in some real comfortable fighting shit. And I don't know, Rolanda. I'm in some real comfortable fighting shit. And I do got a rental car. So I'm going to ride around and see what I can get into. And it just so happens that I come across somebody's path, then I'm gonna just see what the temperature is. Simple as that. But I'm gonna say this, Janet, you don't never gotta worry about me again. Then you talking about, oh, I never calmed you down. Janet, when we was out there eating and Dumbo was talking to D. Wilson, and I got mad, and I was like, yo, this bitch ass nigga, and you was like, brother, calm down, it's okay. We all the family. And I got up and left. And you was like, brother, where you going? But I said, I'm out of here. Oh, you know what I mean? So I look at it for what it is. Out the blue, you get upset. Sean Hurd hiding behind a tree, peeping everything I'm doing, and Glenda off to the far left, acting like she looking up in a tree. I know who's taking pictures of me, but guess what? I look damn good. So I don't mind y'all taking pictures. The problem is y'all should have took pictures of what y'all look like and put that shit up on there today. Let's do a comparison. Take a picture of what y'all had on, and put that shit up on the screen. So at the end of the day, I'm good. Who was that said that? Who was that? Who was that? Who was that told me to get my butt back on the screen? I mean, get my butt back on. Oh, Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. Okay. So I said all that to say this, man. I understand motherfuckers mad because, like I told Sean Harris in my video, I ain't even gonna beef with you. I ain't even gonna say nothing else to you. But see, here's the fucked up part about it. When I first seen him today in the line upstairs on the 4th floor, as we was going in, he said, well, how you doing today? But I said, I'm good. How are you? And that was it. But then we get outside in front of everybody, in front of the lights, camera, action. Now all of a sudden, you got a problem? Come on, bro. I can't deal with this goofy shit. This shit goofy. And I don't even use that motherfucking word. But this shit goofy. This shit is goofy. So, I'm going to talk about some notes that I took today, right? And I'm going to be honest with you. When I heard that they gave Rob 30 years, I stopped. And when I stopped, I said, either I can't add, or Ann Donnelly was talking so fucking fast that things just went by the wayside on me. Because in the beginning, I'm going to be honest with you. From what she said, I didn't get 30 years. I really couldn't get a good glimpse of him because I was in an overflow room, but he sounded good. And I'm going to get to all that. So let's see, because these notes are everywhere. Yeah, see, this is second half right here. Okay. Okay, the second half. All right, so what does say continue? Okay, I don't know who that was. So, let's go. Hold on. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, all enhancements was approved today in Robert's case. All enhancements, especially for Geronda. All of the enhancements which boost your sentence up more was approved today. 2, the computer and cell phone use enhancements was approved as well by Ann Donnelly. She said it made sense to her. That's why she approved it. No charges were grouped, and the Adjustment Racketeering Act 5 point scale was 30 points. Racketeering Act 6, both agreed, the defense and the prosecution, was 22 points. Racketeering Act 7, Geronda base, the base points for the Geronda Act, Racketeering Act 7 was 32 points with 2-point enhancements. However, with the enhancements and everything, it went from 32 points to 37 points. Racketeering Act 8, the Mann Act violation, the base points was 14. Now, this messed me up. The government wanted a 4-point enhancement. Jennifer Bonjean argued it. Ann Donnelly sided with the government. Remember, that's her old office that's over there prosecuting this case. So, racketeering 9 and 10, not grouped. So they're going to be charged separately. Pay attention to what I'm saying. All these ones that's supposed to be grouped, they were charged separately. So now you're going to understand why I'm about to say what I'm about to say. All right. So racketeering 9 and 10, they were not grouped. They were charged separately. Mann Act base point system was 24 points. Plus they get 2-point enhancement for every infraction. And Donnelly applied it. And then they said she also applied an enhancement to when Azriel was in custody care of defendant. So she ain't care about the parents doing what they doing. She was just saying that Robert had custody of Azriel. And mind you, the base for that was 24 points. By the time Ann Donnelly finished, it was 30 points. Racketeering Act 10, the base for that is 32. Enhancements was applied by Ann Donnelly. She also applied sexual contact, even though there wasn't no sexual contact. By the time Ann Donnelly finished with Racketeering Act 10, the enhancement points and the base went from 32 to 38. Racketeering Act 11, Jane, 22 points base, right? Racketeering Act 12. This is where she said, Racketeering Act 12, count 1, 6, and 7 can be base. Racketeering Act 12, counts 1, 6, and 7 can be base. Now, I don't know if she was saying that they 14 points each, or with all three of them together, it was 14 points. But by the time she finished, she added a 4-point enhancement, which totaled from 14 to 18. That right there is a life sentence so far. That right there is a life sentence so far. Racketeering 13. Forced labor, faith. The base point is 32. Well, they said it violates the California penal law. And then she said, good job, government. Y'all applied that right. Racketeering Act 14 counts 1, 8, and 9. The base is 14. Once again, I don't know if they independent charge base 14 or group together is 14. But Racketeering Act 14 is a group. Counts 1, 8, and 9. The base is 14. And then she said defense disputes, right? Because she didn't let them dispute right in there, and she used their motions that they already submitted. So she said defense disputes, but she's going to allow it. And she gave a 4-point enhancement, which went from 14 to 18. And Donnelly said each predicate act had 4.5 units. The greatest number of them units is 38. With units and the adding an additional 4, the total offense level for Robert was 43. So she said 43 was his total offense level. His charge level was a 1, which construes life in prison, right? Hey, Scott, what's going on, sis? Hey, which construes life in prison. But what I didn't get is when she said preponderance of evidence to her weighs more than proof of responsibility and proof of facts. I said, huh? She said preponderance of evidence weighs more to her over proof of responsible acts and proof of direct evidence. I said, wait a minute. That's crazy. So then from that point, she said that the accusers are going to come and address Robert. Now, what I didn't understand is she included, and Donnelly, she gave a complete breakdown, and she said, even though the jury didn't find Sonia's testimony credible, I find it credible. So I'm going to use her, and I'm not going to go by the scale system with her, but I'm going to weigh in what she said, because one of the other accusers said they seen Robert eating Aaliyah booty. Really? Really, really. So from that point, let's see. She said she taken Sonia's testimony into consideration, and she's removing simple battery. Watch this. If she would have left the simple battery in there, because she said the same thing I said, him and Geronda him and Geronda, it would have came down to simple battery. And Donnelly said, I'm removing simple battery because it's a misdemeanor. Which let me know, Scott, and you're right, and you said there's so many lies, you're right. Which, when she said that, that let me know, yeah, she about to hang him. So the total offense level is 1, she said. The highest is 43. So that warrants life in prison. From that point, she said defense objects. Everything that Bonjean objected to was overruled by Ann Donnelly. Right? And I want y'all to pay attention. Everything was overruled. Right? So the government goes after, this the point right here. Right before we go to lunch, we went to lunch, and Donnelly asked a question of what type of penalty are y'all seeking? Now, when I told y'all what it was over from day one, a lot of people said, Dana, it's about the girls. No. The government said Robert Sylvester Kelly has copyrights through Sony that he's getting paid for. Also, Robert have masters that's worth millions of dollars. Then she went back and said, and Ms. Geddes went back and said, Robert's copyrights, performance rights, and performance right copyrights is worth $5 million. So how's he broke? Then she said Sony retained $3.5 million right now from Robert in royalties. So how did the government know that Sony is retaining $3.5 million from Robert in royalties? How did she know that his performance rights copyrights is worth $5 million? Then she said Robert tried to sell it for $5 million. When did Robert ever try to sell his masters? Hey, Love is Beautiful Jones. But I told y'all what it was about from day one. So we found out today that Robert has, throughout his life, it totaled to $7 million in default judgments. And the government want Rob to pay a fine. I'm going to get to the fine later. Bonjean, but they asked Bonjean how she felt. She went ham. She called the government liars. Not directly, but in so many words, she called them liars. She pretty much called Ann Donnelly a liar, and not in so many words. But, yeah, that's what it was. So then we went to lunch after having a 10-minute break. Because the 10-minute break, they had to get the accusers together. So when we came back from the 10-minute break, the first accuser that took the stand was Angela. And she presented a poem. But it was a poem of shame, of rape, of insults, and of hurt. She said, I didn't write down everything she said. I just wrote down the key points. She said, you used your fame to assault girls and boys, etc. He created a shame foundation of trauma for young underage women, right? Okay. That's one. Okay. Continue. Then it says, then she said, today we take back our voice because you stole our voice from us. The second person was Addie. And she was crying, and I'm gonna say this: everybody that went up there put on a show. Every time they went up there today, they put on a show. And she wrote, writing that impact statement was very hard. She's grateful. She's grateful to the judge, the jury, and they are their guardian angels. And I put, now she's trying to say Robert assaulted her 30 years ago. And now she can't find comfort, but she don't go to concerts no more. And then that's what it was. And then she tried to say Robert assaulted Aaliyah. And the night that she went to the concert and Aaliyah didn't show up. And she trying to say that's the reason why Aaliyah didn't show up, because Robert assaulted Aaliyah. How do you know that? I'm gonna go ahead and say something about that. Hold on. Then she said she only wants. Oh, she said she only wants Robert put in jail. She don't want nothing else. She just want him put in jail. Then we go to Jane Doe number 9 with Gloria Allred. Jane Doe number 9 says she been sexually abused, so she had to deal with that. Then she said Robert abused her too. And then she said because of Robert's abuse, she can't have a complete relationship. Then she said Robert was a predator. So my question is, if you've been raped and sexually assaulted twice, and then you and Robert get together, and then he cut you off, and then when he cut you off, then the sexual assault, how is it that Robert is a predator, but the other 2 men that raped you wasn't predators? Prima, that's my question. How is it that Robert is a predator, but the other 2 that raped you weren't predators? Then she said, after Robert drugged her, he assaulted her, and then got off the top of her, and then left her there, shocked and confused. Then she said Robert made her a sex slave. My question is, how was everything falling on Robert when you were raped, sexually assaulted 2 times and before that? But then she also grabbed the microphone and said, Robert, do you remember when you grabbed my head and put your penis in my mouth and forced it? And it was like in the room that I was in, everybody was looking like, huh? So Lizette Martinez put on a whole goddamn total show. She said he took away her innocence, but she wasn't a virgin. She met him at a mall, but she wasn't a virgin, but he took away her innocence. Can somebody explain that to me? If you're not a virgin, how can somebody take your innocence? Your innocence is your cherry. When a person pops your cherry, or when a person takes your vagina, or should I say, take your virginity, that's your innocence. So how is it that Robert took your innocence and you wasn't a virgin? And then she said, Robert is the reason for her mental problems today. She got PTSD. She can't have a stable relationship. She can't have a stable job. She can't do none of that. But she had a boyfriend that assaulted her before she got with Robert. Jane Doe number 2. I said they all running with this teenager story. Because she came up there and said, you assaulted me when I was a teenager. So I said they all running with a teenager story. Then she turned around and called him a pedophile. She said she was a teenager. She was a teenager that felt special because she was with somebody that the world saw as being special. That sounds like a mental problem you got. She said, look, Jane Doe number 2. She said, Robert Kelly, you're a pedophile. Because I was only 17. And she said, as a teenager, I felt special being with you because the world felt special about you. Crazy. Crazy. She said she's married with kids, and Robert gave her a disease she can't get rid of. But her husband know her kids have a disease. Make it make sense. Her kids know her husband have herpes, but she got it. Make that make sense? She turned around and said, Judge, we want to see and feel real justice. And Donnelly said, thank you. Kitty Jones took the stand. And she pretty much was saying many people started jumping out there after she told her story. Right? And pretty much she was saying that it was a traumatic situation with her. However, Kitty Jones sought Robert out. She went with Robert. He ain't go and kidnap her off the radio station in Dallas. She put in her letter of resignation and moved with him. And because he didn't want to marry her, she became a victim. Housewife. Now we got Faith and Pastor Charles. Faith looked at Robert and said, I can see you not sorry. I see your lawyer, enablers, and others around here in the courtroom giving me and the other victims funky looks. But then she turned around and said the most blockbuster shit ever. She turned around and said, I was looking for love from a man that was 34 years older than me instead of my parents. Then she said, I lied to my parents and I want to say publicly, I'm sorry. I was seeking love from another man. I was running after Mr. Kelly. That right there should be enough to overturn this shit. Because Faith, now you're admitting that you was running after Robert. Robert ain't running after you. Pretty much. But Ann Donnelly ain't give a fuck. Ann Donnelly tooted her nose up when she said that. Then Mr. Charles tried to give Robert an altar call. Mr. Charles said, me and my family forgive you. We just want you to acknowledge that you did wrong. Everybody was trying to get Robert to say he did something wrong. And Robert just looked at him. Then comes, who next? Whoa. What happened? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. What the hell just happened? Hold on. What in the... I don't know what just happened. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get the picture back on my screen. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Let me see. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. I'm learning how to do this more and more. I'm on my laptop. I got my mini studio set up at the hotel. All right. So after Mr. Charles tried to give Robert an altar call, and he told him, I know a God that will love you unconditionally. That's all you got to do is tell him that you repent and God will make it right for you. Just repent right now. And Robert was like this. Robert was looking. So after that, Sonia came up there. Sonia said 2 decades she lived in fear. Now her story was not credible. But the government and Ann Donnelly allowed her to speak to Kelly, to Robert, aka she verbally assaulted him. And he had to sit there and say nothing. she pretty much was saying how much Robert, hurt her, and he humiliated her in front of his boys and all this and all that. So we went for lunch. No, we didn't go for lunch. We went for a break, I believe. It was either lunch or a break. Because when I came back in, Jennifer Bonjean was speaking, and she was ripping the court apart. When I say Jennifer Bonjean wasn't playing, she wasn't playing. And it got so bad that Ann Donnelly said, Miss Bonjean, please address me and not the victims. But wait, if the victim's up there lying on her client, why can't she address everybody? So Jennifer Bonjean said this court has convicted him in mob boss mentality with a mob boss sentencing. This is not accurate. And this is definitely not a case of children. From that point, Joycelyn Savage has denied all victim talks and all claims that she's in a cult or she's brainwashed. But she turned around and told everybody she's grown. She can do what she wants. So, hold on. So the government wants an access of 25 years for Robert, and they want a fine of $12,550. Right? Then Ann Donnelly said the most disgusting, bone-chilling shit that a white lady can say to a colored or black audience. She said this sentence that she imposed today is the sentence she would have gave Robert anyway, regardless of enhancements and sentencing guidelines. So that's what Ann Donnelly said. Also, Addie spoke, right? Told y'all Addie spoke. Then Jane on them nine, all that. Okay. They also thanked the judge and the government for being their guardian angels. All of them said that. So, when the sentencing came down, I know people are saying that he got 30 years, right? But I need somebody to add this up with me. Because, mind you, he already got a fine of $12,550, right? He got another fine of $100,000. He have to register as a sex offender. He have to turn over all devices that can allow him to get on the internet. He have to do another fine of $5,000 because they call themselves victims. He also have a 5-year probation period after he do his time. Now, some of y'all saying 30 years, right? Now, unless she said she's taking that back, I need y'all to add this up with me. Charge number 1. She gave him 360 months. That's 30 years, right? Let's look at it. Charge number 1. She gave him 360 months. How many years is that? I come up with 30. So can somebody else tell me what they come up with? What up, Dirk? Of course, man. Charge number one, she gave him 360 months. Is that, do anybody else get 30 years? Stephanie Holloway said same. Okay. So I'm not the only one that got 30 years then, right? Hold on, Gospel Glam. Then she said counts 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 carries a 20-year sentence each. Counts 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 carries 20-year sentence each. Now, when I last recall, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Counts 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 adds up to 100 years, right? Count 2, 6, and 8 is 10 years apiece. That's 140 years. And she said they all run concurrent. Make that make sense. They running concurrent, so he serves it all the jail time at the same time. Okay, cool, Team Libra. So question: since it's running concurrent, right? Do he take the first 30 years and everything else fall in line with that? So, because that's not making sense. If she sentenced him to 30 years, but he still got 130 years that's running concurrent, I'm just like, how they come up with that? Because charge number one is 360 months. That's 30 years. Charges counts 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 carries 20-year piece. And counts 2, 6, and 8 is 10 years. The 20 will be served on the 30. So what about the 100? Because she said each count is 20 years. Because a lot of people in the courtroom was stunned, like, a lot of people were stunned in the court. Concurrent is done all at the same time. I know that. But you have numbers that are greater than the other. And then the crazy part about it, is Ann Donnelly pretty much told Robert to his face. Everything that them people said that he did that testified against him, Ann Donnelly said she believed that he did it. She called the man a liar and said, "Oh, you lied to the doctors." How? Not everyone is smart to do this. Only 30 because it's all concurrent. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not making sense. And then I will say this: that wasn't Faith that wrote that letter yesterday. That had to be either Geronda or Azriel, because neither one of them was there today. So if it's running concurrent, I mean, because he got to do 5-year probation, he got to register as a sex offender. He and and she said he can't even be around his own family if they under 18. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Okay, that's how it works. Thank you, Ms. Wilkins. I appreciate it. See, I don't know everything. I'm learning just like everybody else. Yeah, because 30 years is a death sentence to him. I don't want auto scroll. So, hey, Ann. So it's crazy. Stop voting, y'all. So for every 3, he gets credited 20 years. Robert was holding up fine. The accuser got mad and was like, and she was reading something and she got mad and was like, I'm just going to wait until Mr. Kelly, which we say, I'm going to wait until he stopped talking. Because Robert was leaning over talking to one of the other people. He's like, I'm just going to wait till Robert's, I'm just going to wait till he stopped talking. And then Faith was like, look at me as a man. And Robert did like this. He's like, man, I don't know. And then Faith talking about her father was molested too. So everybody's being molested now. However, when Jennifer Bonjean said we plan on taking this to the appellate court ASAP, and Donnelly got quiet as hell. So if it all run together, pretty much he got 160 years, but he only got to do 30, pretty much. However, Miss Ann Donnelly was like, well, you got 14 days and to put in your appeal, and if you need a lawyer, then you go ahead and do it in former paupers, and man, it was just crazy. It was just real crazy. It was real crazy. The pellet, Appellet. Hold on, wait a minute. Feeling fine said, Dana, you fought a good fight until the end. Your work was not in vain. Now I see why he called them the B word in that I Admit song. Thanks, Dana. No problem, feeling fine. But don't he get credit for 5 years out of that 30? I don't know, because she ain't say nothing about that. She ain't say nothing about that. That's what I was wondering. But she didn't say nothing about that. She ain't say nothing about that. Woo! She ain't say nothing about that. So I'm wondering if she gonna try to make him just sit. Oh yeah, if you play my stuff, I'm snatching your shit. I don't care what nobody say no more. I ain't friends with none of these people. All of my friends is over here at the Dream Team. I ain't friends with them folks. Yeah, Team Libra, you know it's all love over here. I just didn't know. I just didn't know that yeah, and we definitely love Team Libra. I just didn't know that they can run it concurrent like that. I didn't know that. Y'all teaching me something now. He's serving all the time at the same time. Well, you know, Robert leaves New York, I believe Monday or Tuesday. Robert leaves New York Monday or Tuesday, and I think the Boski come either Monday or Tuesday. All counts are ran concurrent, making it sentence of 30 years. Free kills. Okay, Brad Brown. Thank you. 14 days ain't enough. What's 14 days? Oh, but don't he get credit? Oh, yeah, I answered that. I don't know. She ain't saying about that. Lovely one. Hey, sis. Brown, Brown. Not all of them. It can be up to the judge. And depending on what the crime is. I mean, she put some strict sanctions on him. I mean, yo, he can't even go to a concert and be close to females that's under. If they under 18, he can't be there. And that's after he get out. And he got them big old fines. The he got the $12,000 fine and the $500,000 fine and another $100,000 fine. And the government talking about, oh, that's what it was. And Donnelly said, well, no, Geddes was like, well, Robert Kelly, he can pay that. And Jennifer Bongine said, well, he almost indigent because he don't really have it. That's when they started saying, well, don't he got a music catalog that's worth $5 million? And then I said, oh my God, bro. I believe she gave him that football number is another way to punish him. And she knows that he will win his appeal. I have a lot to say about all of this, but she was biased the whole time. Miss Dyson, yes, she was. Because today it came out. And she came out and said today, and she said, I already had this number planned out, and I was going to give him this regardless of what the sentencing guidelines said. So therefore, and she had it already done and planned out. Hey, DJ D Money, I don't know because she ain't saying nothing about that. Fuck Faith and her daddy. So he has good time. Sorry for the time. Sorry for the time that he has been in there as well. I don't know. I don't know because Ann Donnelly ain't say nothing about that. But they got to have another hearing. They trying to kill him without burning him. Facts, Michelle. And this is why they did the trial in New York at the same time they proposed a Medulla with a severed head of a man. Wow. I ain't know that. Hey, Midas, I need that podcast that you did in the Rico of R. Kelly and Dana J. I need that. Can you email it to me, brother? Hey, Miss Darlene. No, no new friends. We need to knock Chicago out the ballpark. Yeah. So since she had it planned, shouldn't that work in his favor and appeal? Blessed, I don't know. I don't know. I have to really get some information, some clarity on that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But it all boiled down to his masters today. Who was that man I played last night? I don't know. I played a lot of music last night. Oh, you gotta tell me what the song was. Right. Shane said because she's gonna book on him. Right. You're right. Hell no, I don't need no new friends. And them old ones that defected, they can stay where they at. But it was a lot of tension in the courthouse today. I'm gonna be honest with you. That felt like a real funeral. And it's funny because Sylvia had on all black. She had on all black today. Oh, that was Will Eating. That was Will Eating. What up, Dennis? On the real, he beat 2008 charges. They threw them charges in this case. That's what the Chicago case is about. It ain't about nothing else except for that 2008 trial. That's it. That's it. It's all. Miss Bougie, hey sis. Now where the rest of them at? Did she read any character letters? No. Nope. She let Faith, Lizette, and everybody have a field day day. Not today. Hey, Lisa. Your super chat didn't pop up? I ain't see it. Well, you know Ann Donnelly is part of that Central Park 5 case. Ann Donnelly is part of the Central Park 5 case, so. And my baby mama said she put a super chat in there and it didn't come up. Uh-oh. I'll be able to check. Okay. Well, if it was deducted from your account, I got it. They ain't sent it to me. And I'll be able to tell after. And I'll be able to tell after this live. Outside of Bruce, what family members were dead today? You mean extended family or blood family? Thank you so much, Big Baby Pernell. Tina Turner just showed her for 50 million because Tina Turner about to get out the game. She know what's coming down the pipe. Miss Darlene, I can't play no R. Kelly songs. I'm not home. Oh, I ain't seen nobody other than the Brotherhood. That's it. That's all. Oh, and Donnelly admitted, and she said it was other people that was in the enterprise, but they better be glad that they not getting picked up or being charged. However, you're the one in front of me. They're not. I said, man, she cold. She cold. Hold up. What happened? Jennifer Bonjean verified what? I don't know, Judah. I don't know about that. Hold on. What happened? I didn't see Carrie. But it was 3 courtrooms. But I didn't see Carrie outside. Every day counts. Okay. Who's cocky? Mm-hmm. Too much hitting. Start reporting. Right. You right. You right. You right. Oh, the judge is very cocky. Well, you tell me what judge is not cocky though. But she ran it today like it was a funeral. And the energy was dark. Babe, if Anita Baker just got her master's, be prepared for her to be gone sometime soon. Oh, and Robert can't be on the internet. If he get on the internet, he got to send to parole and probation what he's looking at. So Robert, if you get on the internet, he got to send to the BOP what he's looking up. And they can audit him at any time. And he has to give all financial records over to the BOP. And they start tracking his computer when he gets out. Oh, and he got to go to a mental treatment. They want him to go to a pedophile mental treatment. But he's not a pedophile. Yeah. Yeah, guys, Glenn. If it get overturned, they go away. And I want to thank the Dream Team too, because I needed to be here today for this. I definitely need to be here for this. I appreciate all of you. I can't believe Sony holding that much money from Robert. Big Marble 5. Yeah, I said that 2 days ago. Shaka cool though. He all right. And I love y'all back, Lil T. What about him? Love you more, Caramel. J Rock, what up, bro? I want to go to Chicago. A lot of us going. Yeah, Big Mom. Shaka good. He got shot in the leg. What tripped me out involved is he got hit with a RICO and no one else was charged in the so-called enterprise. I seen the 12 play tour firsthand, being on radio back then. That's a lot of immunity. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you give my note. Was it today or yesterday? Everything that y'all sent, I got yesterday. Oh yeah, driver. Wait, so that's what happened today in court. Those appeal letters probably will hit tonight at midnight. Well, I don't know. She got 14 days. She got 14 days. Now, I'm wondering, I'm not saying it's a fact, but I'm wondering, once Ann Donnelly, once they rotate, what if she goes to the appellate court the same time that Robert case hit the appellate court? The question is, and this is a question for Bonjean, would Robert be able to file or get that judge recused? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, bro. J Rock, I got it. Thank you, bro. Let me just make sure. Yep, I got it. Let me see. Make sure. Yep, I got it. I'm about to send you a message. Thanks, J Rock. Definitely, bro. Yeah, yeah. Hollywood Next was there, and she was pressed, and she had her press pass and everything. She had a little tripod set up, all that, and she was doing her thing. Y'all know I just try to stay out the way. I don't be trying to do too much. I be trying to stay out the way. Oh, come on. You got to do better than this. You got to do better than this. Come on now. You know what I hate? When people just sit behind a computer and try to cause chaos for no reason. Come on, man. Please. You got to do better than that. Because if I start digging in your file, you're going to get mad. Wonder where or who Bozo was with after Kel's sentencing. See below. Don't shoot the messenger. Non-Kel supporters for his alleged mentor / father. Yo, these folks are crazy. You know what? I'm going to send this to Blade. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on. First of all, let's get something straight. I wasn't with nobody. I was by myself. So yeah, that's all that's going on, and hey, the question is, hold on. This is the first time I've seen someone get sentenced to 30 years with no bloodshed. Facts. But they said that but they all tried to say that he just was being a danger to the community. I'm trying to figure out how. They were saying a whole bunch of stuff. The so-called accusers like, oh well, well, he did this to my life, and I can't do this and do this. Like, come on, stop. Y'all talking crazy now. Y'all talking real crazy. Prima. Donnelly gave credit to all testimony and ignored the lies. Facts. That part right there. I can honestly say that. Man, this is crazy. But look, y'all. We about to see what's next. Robert should be leaving. Robert should be leaving New York either Monday or Tuesday. Because they was talking about that today too. Not inside of the court, but you know, a couple things amongst themselves. And I was around being nosy. You know. Hold on. Oh. I can't comment for 9 hours. Okay. But yeah, y'all. Let's just keep Robert in prayer that he don't lose his mind behind this. Because most people would have been uncracked by now. But I'm about to get out of here for a second. I'll be back of Jewel. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy with these comparisons. What up, Kelly? Excuse me. Oh, jeez. That's what you said. Good evening, Dana and Chet. Kelly, it is not over. There's still some fighting to do. Yeah. Yep. Robert coming home on appeal. That's why, you know what? I sit back and I watch those folks over there celebrate. And see, it ain't none of us do that to him. Now, what if all of us would have did that to him? But one thing I say, a person always show you who they are. Just believe them. Also, y'all keep love yourself in prayer, man. Y'all definitely keep Prima in prayer. Do you think Donnelly reached this verdict as payback for Johnny Depp and Roe versus Wade? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Dana, did she subtract the time that he's doing that? No, she didn't. Dana carried it. That's old. That video was old, Ern. They still bitter because he didn't get what they wanted. They didn't. Yeah, and it's like today, but they kept trying to make him say that he did certain things, and he would not give him that type of pleasure. He just kept looking at him like, really? Thanks, Blessed. She had it on her app. Yep. And then the funny part is Sylvia and them when they came out, Sylvia, the rest of them, yo, they have no remorse. They were just like, oh, okay, it's over. All right. Like, come on, man. I was just sitting back watching, like shaking my head. Like, this is crazy. Thanks, Blessed. Appreciate it, brother. Then then you had nigga, yo, I swear these niggas be having female problems, man. They be having temper tantrums for nothing. I just don't get it. Oh yeah, she been had her mind made up. Yeah, because she gave him a lecture for like 35 minutes talking about how much he a liar he and that he had Lewis and all them. And I'm saying to myself, yo, you believe Richard Arline? Like, dang. That part, Derek. But look, I'm about to get out of here until later. Y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be blessed. Definitely, I'm about to get out of here later. Y'all be blessed. I'll be back soon. All right. Peace.